So our first step is to get one side of this equation equal to 0, and I definitely want to keep that squared term positive. So, in case you don't know, this is one side of the equation, this is the other, and keep the squared term positive and get one side equal to 0. The best move is to subtract 2 from both sides. So we'll be working with x squared plus 3x minus 2 equals 0. And then, just while we do this for the very first time, I'm going to make a note of identifying my a value as 1, my b value is 3, my c value is -2, and I want you guys to figure out the b squared minus 4ac portion first. And the first 20 times you do this equation, write that down, and as you use it, say it. And as we discussed the other day, square that b value in your head. So I'm going to write this down, and then b squared is 9 minus 4 times a times c. At this point, if I want to get a calculator out, I can do that. This ends up being 17. That's the discriminant, and that's the number that will be under the square root symbol. So as I carry on with the quadratic formula, it's going to be the opposite of b, -3, plus or minus this gross number, all divided by 2a. And 2a is another thing that I'll do in my head. 2 times 1 is 1, so I'll just put a 2 there. Now, the next thing I would normally do is try to see if I can't simplify this radical, but 17 is a prime number. Nothing's going to go into that other than 1, so I can't really simplify this. This would be my best exact answer. So the exact answers would be -3 plus root 17 all over 2, and -3 minus root 17 all over 2. That whole thing over 2. I also may be asked to do decimal approximations, which would mean putting this in a calculator. And I know everyone, hey, you put it in a calculator, what's the big deal? But just take a moment to actually try it and make sure you do it correctly. If you do it correctly, you should get 0.562 for this guy. And this guy you should get -3.562. And if you're not getting those values, then probably what you're forgetting to do, this entire numerator needs to be in parentheses. So on your screen, it should look like a parenthesis, -3 plus square root of 17, a parenthesis on the outside of the radical, divided by 2. Then it would give you this number. And then if you use those cursor keys, you can highlight this and re-edit it to put in a minus sign and get that number. Definitely make sure you can get these numbers to pop up on a calculator correctly. Other than that, there should be no problem. So good luck with this, and we'll go on to example 2.